Have you ever finished hanging out with a friend and felt completely emotionally drained? Like they just dumped all their problems on you and walked away feeling lighter while you carried the weight. And then you wonder, am I a bad friend for feeling this way? Let me stop you right there. No, you're not a bad friend. You're just human with emotional limits just like everyone else. Today, we're talking about how to deal with emotionally draining friendships, without guilt, without drama, and without ghosting the people you care about. Because you deserve relationships that nourish you and not drain you. Let's get into it. Not all draining friends are bad people. Some are going through hard times. Some lack emotional awareness. Some have never been taught how to reciprocate. But regardless of why it happens, the effect on you is the same. Let's break down a few common signs you're being emotionally drained. They talk constantly about their problems, but rarely ask how you're doing. They only call when something's wrong and expect you to fix it. They make you feel guilty for needing rest, space, or emotional distance. Do you dread their texts or feel anxious before a call? After time together, you don't feel closer. You feel worn out. That's not friendship. That's emotional labor, unpaid and unappreciated. Here's a hard truth. Sometimes, we unintentionally step into the wrong roles in our relationships. We become the therapist, the cheerleader, the crisis manager, but forget to just be a friend. Ask yourself honestly, is this person just in a rough patch? Or is this a long-term pattern? Do I feel obligated to support them? Or do I want to? Am I giving way more than I'm getting, emotionally, mentally, even physically? Because here's the thing, support doesn't mean sacrifice. Kindness doesn't mean overextension. It's easy to confuse being supportive with being self-sacrificing. But a healthy friendship? It's mutual. It flows both ways. Now let's talk about what you can do, starting with boundaries. Boundaries often get a bad reputation. People think they're harsh, cold, or selfish. But they're not walls. They're more like fences with gates. They define where you end and someone else begins. Boundaries are what allow you to love people without losing yourself. Here's how to start. In simple terms, use I statements instead of blame. For example, I've been feeling really overwhelmed lately, and I need some time to recharge. I care about you deeply, but I can't be available 24/7. Notice you're not attacking. You're just stating a need. Other ways to protect your energy. Keep conversations shorter. Stop replying instantly or at all if you're drained. Unmute the thread. Cancel plans if your mental health is suffering. Say no, without justifying yourself for 5 paragraphs. You do not owe people constant access to you, especially when that access is costing you your peace. Let's say you do set boundaries, and they don't take it well. They say, "You're acting distant. Why are you pulling away? You've changed." You might feel guilty, conflicted, even ashamed. But hear this loud and clear. Healthy people respect boundaries. Draining people are threatened by them. That's the difference. And if they do lash out, you can still respond with kindness and clarity. I still care about you, but I need some space to take care of myself. This isn't personal. I'm just trying to manage my energy better. If someone makes you feel bad for taking care of your mental health, that tells you something important. It means they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. And now that you're changing, they're uncomfortable. But that discomfort, that's not your burden to carry. Sometimes, even after setting boundaries, you realize the friendship still isn't healthy. That's when you ask yourself, am I constantly anxious after interacting with them? Do I feel like I can't be myself? Do I always feel emotionally depleted? If yes, it might be time to step away. And no, that's not abandonment. That's not betrayal. That's self-preservation. Some friendships are meant for a season. Some are meant for a lesson. Few are meant to last a lifetime. And that's okay. Letting go doesn't mean the connection was meaningless. It means it served its purpose, and it's complete. Here's what I want you to remember. You deserve friendships that uplift you. People who ask how you're doing. who listen, not just lean. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's self-respect. You can be compassionate and still say no. You can be supportive and still have boundaries. You don't have to carry everyone. You just have to carry yourself. And that is more than enough. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and like the video. It really helps. And subscribe for more honest content on emotional boundaries, self-worth, and mental clarity. Now tell me in the comments, what's one boundary you're learning to set right now? Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care of yourself.